traditional approaches to performance improvement with software technology companies. After a few short logistical meetings, we arrived at a challenging statement of work. 1. Select 24 professionals from across the Gainsight organization with integral frontline experience with the sales and customer onboarding processes. Train them on a powerful methodology for operational improvement, and also point that methodology toward dramatically shrinking the sales cycle and time to value. 2. Emerge with a portfolio of well-thought-through concepts, complete with experimental plans for proving them quickly without disrupting ongoing operations, and do so without any additional capital expense or new personnel. 3. Do all of that in less than 2 days. Given that one of Gainsight's stated core values is shoshin, roughly translated from Japanese as beginner's mind, the Gainsight team was game for trying a new approach. Following a half-day immersive training exercise devoted to an experiential simulation, enabling both the leaders and the selected teams to create some esprit de corps and gain an intrinsic understanding of a lean system in action, namely the vaunted Toyota production system, the real work began. We formed 4 teams. 2 focused on the sales process, 2 on the post-sale process. Over the course of 6 intense hours the following day, we guided the teams through our lean framework. Arriving at unique experiments, the teams believed would yield proof of concept for their proposed solutions. Each team pitched their concept in a short, Shark Tank-like presentation to a board of senior Gainsight leaders, including Mehta and Vaidyanathan. The sales process optimization countermeasures focused on improving mechanisms to better understand and align with customers on their desired business outcomes much earlier in the sales motion. This would eventually lead to more standardized offerings and reduced waste associated with unnecessary customization. Post-sale improvements included templated configuration wizards and phased implementations, involving a series of soft launches and go-live rollouts versus one big bang, resulting in earlier value delivery. Because the proposed solutions were universally perceived as having real impact, and since we had delivered on the statement of work, the senior leadership board granted approval to proceed with the experiments. Fast and frugal proof of concept tests were successfully carried out during the first quarter of 2020, with both targets being exceeded, followed by a company-wide rollout that set new sales cycle and onboarding records. In November 2020, just shy of 1 year from the initial gathering of Gainsight teams to learn and implement our lean-based methodology, Gainsight was acquired for a reported $1.1 billion, and so became a card-carrying member of the business club known as Unicorns. Rise of the Unicorn Class. On the morning of Saturday, November 2, 2013, Cowboy Ventures founder Aileen Lee posted an article on TechCrunch.com entitled, "Welcome to the Unicorn Club, Learning from Billion-Dollar Startups." Most people recognize a unicorn as the magical horned horse popularized in European folklore, fabled to be rare but real and never seen. But Lee coined a new meaning of the word unicorn, and that meaning stuck. Many entrepreneurs and the venture investors who back them seek to build billion-dollar companies, she wrote. So we wondered, how likely is it for a startup to achieve a billion-dollar valuation? She defined unicorns as U.S.-based software companies started since 2003 and valued at over $1 billion by public or private market investors. At the time, unicorns by this definition were indeed as rare and magical as their mythical namesake. Less than 40 in existence, yielding an average of only 4 per year and representing less than 1% of startups. Much has changed in the decade since Aileen Lee's article. We have become a subscription-based, technology-as-a-service economy, with dozens more unicorns born each year. In a COVID-influenced technology startup feeding frenzy among leading investors, 2021 saw nearly 600 new unicorns crowned, bringing the atmospheric total to well over 1,000 by year-end. The side effects of global geopolitical conflict emerged early in 2022, eventually contributing to a more modest birth rate for new unicorns. Still,